We all know that empathy is touted to be number one skill required by the leaders. But do we know what are the possible barriers that block us from being as empathetic as we want to? In the book Empathy, Why It Matters and How to Get It, the author Roman Krznaric shares 4 barriers that prevent us from being our empathetic self. The number one barrier he talks about is prejudice. We are all prone to stereotyping, making quick judgments, labeling certain people, calling names to a certain group of people, and that breeds over a period of time by the societies we live in. The number 2 barrier he talks about is authority. We often use authority as an excuse to be less empathetic. For examples, when managers are laying off their staff, they use the authority's decisions to be less empathetic, because it's the authority who's made the decision and then not them, and they are just following the authority. The third barrier is distance. Now, even though the world is really shrunk thanks to globalization and social media, but even now physical distance impacts our ability to be empathetic. When things are happening miles away from where we are, they don't concern us that much. And we saw that earlier this year at the beginning of the pandemic. And the fourth barrier is denial. When we don't want to accept things that make us uncomfortable, things like extreme poverty, illness, war victims, because those things make us feel guilty about our own privileges. So those are the 4 barriers that Roman Krznaric has beautifully summarized in his book. Let us look within ourselves. Which one of these barriers is blocking us from being our best empathetic self?